What's up, everybody? I am back with another review, and this is going to be on another great little creature, vampires. And this is the Netflix original I'll be talking about is V-Wars. And this is a really cool series. It's only one season at the moment, but it's definitely worth the watch. I would definitely go check it out. So yeah, I was very surprised. It was really good. They do a little things differently. They do how just like how the vampires look, their faces, how they change. It's really cool. I liked it. But yeah, it's really cool. So this series, it has Ian Somerhalder and Nikki Reed, and we all know them from Vampire Diaries and Twilight. Ian from Vampire Diaries and Nikki Reed from Twilight. And it's cool because they are a real life couple and they play a couple in the series. To get into this, the V-Wars, this vampire series, it basically starts with this scientist, and he finds something. He's like in Alaska, I believe, or something. But yeah, he finds something, and he's all excited to share it with the government. But then they lose contact with them, so they send Luther, and he's a scientist, and his friend Michael Fane, which is also a scientist. They send him out to go see what was going on, and once they get there, basically, obviously, there's no found evidence of him being there. It's like he just vanished. So they're in this lab, and they figure out that they're breathing something in. So Luther, he sees, he shows the light, and there's something in the air. He's basically like, "Yo, we gotta get out of here." But obviously, it's too late by then. And so when they go back, they have to stay in quarantine for a few days because they're getting sick and they don't know what's going on. But so once they are released, once they start feeling better, Luther, he gets over this sickness and is okay. But Michael Fane, he starts feeling changes. He's not feeling normal again, like Luther. So what's going on is, or they see him as he's getting sick, so they don't know what exactly is going on. But and then later, and you'll see in the very first episode, later he then changes at the end. He becomes the vampire, and everybody's all confused. Everything's like, still like, what's going on, what's happening, what is this thing that they were breathing in? So they have to find out what's going on. And then all of a sudden, things start happening. They see bodies start to drop, and blood is drained from the bodies. So then they come up with this word to describe it. Obviously, vampire, because that's what it looks like. But everybody's like, vampires, they don't exist. But they find out soon enough that there's, something's going on. And so more and more bodies are showing up, and it's because more people are changing now. It's spreading around, and then sooner or later the government's like, we got to get this under control before it gets too far out of hand. They start rounding them up. They put them in a camp and try to contain it at a point. But and then Michael, he's throughout, he's becoming stronger, becoming aware of what's happening to him, and he steps up as a leader, and because more and more people are coming to him, since he's like, patient zero, and trying to find answers. And well, yeah, so he steps up as a leader and is a leader of the Bloods, they call them. They call it the vampire group. And he becomes the leader, and then Michael is like taking control, and he wants like the best for both, like his people, the vampires, and the humans, to, live together. And then things change when people start finding out that their children are actually becoming these monsters, these vampires, and then something happens to Luther's son in one episode, and then he's like kind of like special, so which is really cool. So you'll see that and see what happens in that. I won't give everything out. I don't like giving out spoilers, like big spoilers. So, but you'll see that, and then and there's a really cool actor I do like. I believe his name is like Sam something. He's the Indian guy who plays the FBI character. But yeah, he's in Fear the Walking Dead. So I thought that was really cool seeing him in this series. But yeah, so going on and on, Luther is trying to find this cure, and also he keeps talking to Michael, trying to figure out what can he do to help both groups out. So with looking for a cure and helping, and then he is betrayed by somebody that he worked closely with, and everything falls apart. He loses a lot at the end, but then he's ready for revenge, and basically that's basically what's gonna happen. Now, hopefully within the second season, and see what happens there. So yeah, so that's my review, and yeah, it was a very good series. I would recommend it. Go watch it. It's a Netflix original. Go check it out if you like the vampires, if you like Ian and all that stuff. But yeah, thank you, and I will see you again for another review. See ya.